Shine fam, social fam, beautiful friends. I'm Nika Stewart this came on I was actually expecting this to come up. I set it up and it didn't work.
I must be shine-365.com.
Guess what? You know how much I love you, Robbie the Hat?
Oh, look at that.
I made a new overlay to welcome my eye candy. Now, those of you who are regular viewers of Rise and Shine, we are here every Friday at noon Eastern. I am usually alone, but once in a while I bring on, for your eye candy pleasure, my business partner / life partner, Robbie the Hat.
In that order. I see we decided on the Y at the end of Robbie instead of IE. That's more masculine. The Y is more masculine.
Yeah, and you feel you're more masculine.
I feel the Y is probably a little bit more masculine instead of the IE. How about Rob the Hat?
Rob the why did I say Robbie? That's weird.
I think that
Rob the Hat.
Migrate to
We're
Rob
taking
the
Robbie
Hat.
because I don't like Robbie with a Y.
I have a question.
Yes.
What time do you eat breakfast?
I eat breakfast between 1 and 2 in the afternoon.
1 and 2 in the afternoon. Does that make sense to you people out there? 1 and 2 in the afternoon. Now, I know this is going out to on people on your YouTube channel, on your Facebook channel. Anything else?
LinkedIn.
On LinkedIn. Okay. So it's going out on a bunch of different channels. I want to know from people watching, what time do you eat breakfast?
That is a really good question.
In the afternoon, does that sound like a normal person's time to eat breakfast?
It does not sound like a normal person's time to me.
Did
you think I was normal?
No, I didn't. See, I have breakfast at 7 a.m. I sometimes watch the clock and wait for it to go to 7 a.m. because I don't want to eat too early because I have lunch at 11. Yeah. I have lunch at 11 a.m.
So when he's
Eastern
getting
time.
hungry a few hours after lunch and is ready for his midday snack before dinner, I am starting my breakfast.
That's true.
And there's actually reasons for it. I actually feel better physically as I do that. But I do have coffee earlier.
Oh, okay.
So that kind of is, because I have put cream in my coffee, that's really like eating. It's drinking, but it's calories, it's nutrients, it's fat, it's sugar. So cream doesn't have sugar, but I have creamer with sugar in it.
Interesting. So feel free to chime in. Let us know when you eat breakfast.
Because that is so related
just like to see the hour of the day. And as they tell you, breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
And the breakfast of champions, is there some relationship there? Like what do you eat for breakfast?
I don't know.
That's for another show. But welcome back to Rise and Shine, the weekly show for female entrepreneurs where we share tips and tools for helping you grow your confidence so that you get out there, show up and shine your unique awesomeness. I help women show up and shine as the unique, brilliant superstars that you are, and I am your biggest supporter. I am Nika Stewart. This is my partner, Rob the Hat. We're dropping the BY at the end. And today, we're going to talk about, let me start by saying I was thinking of Tony Robbins. Do you know Tony Robbins?
I'm aware of Tony Robbins. I've never had the pleasure of actually meeting Tony Robbins. Although we did manage social media for one of his companies.
Yes.
And he never knew we existed. But
his company knew. We worked with his company, the people in his company, yes. So that was pretty exciting. I became aware of Tony Robbins when I was about 19, I believe, and I went to a live show. This was as he was just beginning, I believe, to become known. He had infomercials on television. Is there anyone here of the age to remember television? Oh, I mean, infomercials, which I believe there are still infomercials, but they're mostly done on social media now and not usually.
You'll see some infomercials out there
on television. Yeah, and they're so good. They're like a half hour long. You feel like you're watching a television program. They're that entertaining. But the point is to sell you something. And I bought one of his cassette programs. Is there anyone who remembers what a cassette is? Anyway,
I'm still using reel to reel.
Reel to reel?
Yeah.
Is that like reel to reel? Is that before 8-track?
It is.
Okay.
Before 8-track.
Okay, you're still using that, huh?
Still using that.
Yes, okay.
One day I will move to cassette when they promise they're not going to come out with anything after that.
No. How could you figure out something past cassette? That is like the height of technology. So I listened to Tony Robbins. What was it called? Something about
Power.
Not Awaken the Power, I think, was after that. It was something about the power within. And so I went to see him in person, and I sat in the second row. And when he asked for volunteers, I raised my hand and went up to the stage, and I felt a connection with him. We chatted a little bit, and
He's a tall gentleman, isn't
oh yes, and I'm a short, gentle woman, so that was a lot
he?
of
He's what
fun.
about? He's probably like 6'4" or so.
Yeah, I remember just looking up in awe at
I'm
him.
going to find out Tony Robbins' height.
Okay,
By the
that's a
way,
good idea.
that's how you know you're very famous, because you could look up your height on the internet and it's there. Go
I
ahead
think
with
that
your
would be
story. I will let you
fascinating.
know.
As you're looking that up, I think we should all look up on Google our height to see if we are famous. Because I'm going to look up what is Nika Stewart's height and see if that comes up. So,
Oh, wow. Okay, check this out.
oh, can you see that? There it is. Ooh, there, no, there it is. He is 6'7",
6'7".
and I am
what are
about
you?
5 feet. And so, yeah, there was a foot and 7 inches up low. But I was wearing heels, I'm sure.
He
So
was
I had a
too.
few inches.
was
He was
too.
wearing heels too. And his face. I mean, if you put his face next to mine, I think it was like two faces long.
Are you saying he's two-faced?
I'm not
Because
really
I've not
sure.
heard that about him.
Really?
I've not heard that about
I
him.
don't know. I haven't heard that, no. But so one of the things that I think it's the first thing I learned from Tony Robbins that has helped me, that I feel like was a thing that I've held on to, which is success leaves clues. And so if you're looking to be successful in any area, like I want to be a better mom, I want to be a better business owner, I want to be a better piano player, whatever it is, look for people who are successful at that and model their successful behaviors instead of trying to reinvent the wheel and figure it all out yourself. They've done it. Why wouldn't you take the clues that they have left and embrace them and make them your own traits and learn how to embody those traits so that you can more quickly become successful at what you want to be successful at?
I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
In fact, if you didn't have breakfast at 1 o'clock every day, I would think you were a very smart person.
Well, I do have a whole story of why I choose to eat breakfast at 1 o'clock.
No. We're here to, so I think what you're saying is,
Uh-huh.
is that if you emulate the clues, emulate the behaviors of people who are successful, then you too may share in that success.
Yes, which is why you should eat breakfast. No, which is why today our theme is the 3 common traits of our most successful clients, the clients that we help grow on social media, and the women in my Shine membership, the ones who are getting the best results and growing their businesses using social media, share 3 common traits. I have thought about it over the last week, and there are actually more than 3. So I believe I will give you some bonuses, but I want to tell you what they have in common so that you may choose, if you would like to also have more success on social media, you may choose to embody some of these traits.
Interesting. Do you need to be 6 feet 7 inches tall to?
That is one
Make
of the
this work?
traits of one
6'7".
successful person.
That is a very tall height to be.
It's impressive. And
It is.
I see that's one of the things I don't think you're able to emulate. Is it? I don't know. Look that up.
I will. All right. So,
So wait, if you are ready to learn how to be more successful on social media, grab your coffee, because it's time to rise and it's always time to shine. So let's do this. Oh, see, the wrong thing came up again. I'm going to put that back on.
there you go.
See, Michael says he knows a successful person who is 5'2". I'd like to know who that is.
I'd love to
I
know who that
aspire to be 5'2" one day. I had always thought that I was 5 feet, and then a few years ago that I went into the doctor's office and he said I was 5'1". I grew.
Yes, you did. Michael, how tall are you? You're a tall man, aren't you?
Are you
I
6'7"?
think you're over 6 feet tall. I think he's over 6 feet tall.
So
I would not be surprised.
the one thing I did not measure, and I'm going to share with you 3 of the common traits of successful shinepreneurs, I call them, the entrepreneurs in the Shine membership who are really doing well and growing on social media. 3 common traits. I have not measured their heights.
As long as
So,
you know what time they eat breakfast, we are in business.
okay.
6 feet tall.
So
Excellent.
that's pretty successful.
He would tower over me. Tower. I'm
No,
5'9", 5'9".
didn't you grow to 5'10"
You
recently?
know what I did?
Okay.
It's weird, but I did.
So, Rob the Hat, I must ask you a question.
Yes.
What do you think is one of the common traits of successful shinepreneur?
Consistency.
Ooh, that is so
I
true.
think if somebody's consistent, I think that's a major component of their success. Because if they just decide one day I'm going to be shining on social media and they post a few Instagram posts, they go into Twitter, they go into LinkedIn, Facebook, and then they sit idly for the next month and a half, all that work they put in will be for naught because they don't have any
Yeah. But
consistency.
most people are saying, well, I'm not going to post once a month. That's ridiculous. I'm going to post often. And they post 5 or 6 times one week or one day. And then they get overwhelmed. I mean, life gets in the way. It's very hard to like take the time every day to market our businesses.
I
It's very
also
difficult.
find that people overestimate the amount of posting and consistency they're doing. You ask somebody, how often have you been posting on social media over the last 6 months? And they will come up with something that's probably much more ambitious than they're actually doing.
That's true. We recently, I mean, on most calls when we take on a new client or they're asking about our services, we'll say, well, how often do you post? And most of them say, well, I'm consistent. And we'll go look
And I'll say yes, every 3 months, you're very consistent. You put out that one post 4 times a year, so you're right on schedule.
and some are more often, but they see consistent as when they get to it and they feel like they are getting to it, but it's maybe once or twice a month. It's not that it's not, and it's not quantity, it is quality. But the Shine members who have been growing, they started with Shine, they get the posts so that they don't have to struggle with what to write, but then they take them, and we'll talk about some other traits with taking posts, but and what to do with the posts. But as far as how often they post and how consistent and regular they post several times a week, 2 to 5. It depends. It depends on the platform, and it depends on what they are posting and what they are engaging in addition to the post. But they're posting regularly, and how they do that is they prepare. So they're not saying every day I have to remember, oh right, did I post today? Let me go oh, I don't have time. I will get to that. I won't get to it. It's not that important. I have to put out a fire. I have to take care of a client, and it just doesn't get done. But when you prepare once a month, once a week, you have in your schedule, because listen, I'm not saying, hey, here's another thing to do that's a big stressor in your life. I'm saying you want to grow a business, you have to market your business. It's not like, well, can I do less of that? No, if you are serious about growing a business, you have to prepare to put yourself out
And
there.
when she says market your business, it doesn't mean you go on social media and every single post is selling something. You're not there to promote, but you're there to engage,
Yes.
to show up, to increase your visibility. Maybe your frequency is once a week, maybe it's 5 times a week, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever is appropriate. Now, in your Shine Squad, don't you have a feature where everybody kind of gets together and puts together all their posts for the entire month in one day?
Yes, and actually I have a masterclass. Next week's show is all about that. So actually, if you'd like to do that, if you are in the Shine membership, or even if you are not, you are invited to come to an hour of learning how to put together your posts for the month in one sitting
So it's
for the
once
entire
a month you get together. How long does it take?
Well, it depends. Usually, what I have is a video. We have a once a month open Q&A. Some people want to do their posts during that time, and then there's a once a week where you can write your posts for the week, and it's about 30 minutes. So you can write your posts for the whole next week in
So
30
30
minutes.
minutes a week or 2 hours a month, something like that. Just imagine investing 2 hours, only 2 hours every single month, and you're going to have that consistency that Nika is talking about. Whether that's, again, once a week or whether that is once a month, when you start putting them together, you're able to then have consistent content all the way through. So that's the link for Shine Squad to get
So
started.
take a look, or just get more information. But yes, so part of that is to prepare rather than daily be like I was saying before, reinvent the wheel. Like I look at a blank page every day. No, you are so much more comfortable and less stress and less confusion when you just prepare once a week. I like once a week. Some people prefer once a month. One of my, I would say, most successful in getting out there and changing her social media members of Shine schedules hers once a month. And she says her favorite day of the month is the day that Shine puts out the templates for the next month. So next week, my Shine members will get all of August templates, and she grabs that and then sits down and fills in her blanks and then schedules for all of August.
Now, for people who are not in the Shine squad, the templates she's referring to is once a month, members get ready-made posts with fill in the blanks, kind of like Mad Libs, where the members personalize each of these prompts, each of these starters. And really, it's just a matter of going in there and putting in a couple of personalized items, and then you have a very personal post. But once a month, she sends those templates out, and then people jump on it and they schedule their post for the month, and then they can just rest easy and go on with the rest of their lives, with the rest of their businesses, until the following month when they do the scheduling again.
I'm sorry, go
I was
ahead.
just going to say that gives you the consistency that you need.
It does. It makes it easy. Of course, if someone is giving you the templates, you save a lot of time and a lot of confusion about what to do. But even if you aren't part of the group, you should be doing this for yourself once a month, or if you prefer, once a week. I used to like it once a month. Lately, my mind likes the once a week. I like once a week to plan for the whole next week, and then I feel great all week that I could do the fun part on social media, which is looking at other people's posts and engaging and having real life conversations, but knowing that my foundation, my posts, have been taken care of.
All the heavy work, the heavy lifting has been done. Some people like to do it first thing in the morning when they schedule their posts, like first thing right before breakfast, like around noon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Like Mika,
right before breakfast.
Right before breakfast. So that's number one, is the consistency. Can I
Yes.
guess what number two is?
Okay. Because there actually are more than the three I was thinking. So you probably are would you like to guess? Because I have one that actually goes right back to what
Go
you were
right
talking
ahead.
about. Then you'll
Go
guess
right
what the
ahead.
next one
Okay.
is. So the second one I want to mention is that the people who are getting the best results on social media are customized. They are learning okay, let me say how to say this. They invest in learning from people who seem to have gotten results before. Like Tony Robbins says, instead of reinventing the wheel, learn from someone who has gotten success. So the members who are getting the most success are taking clues from people who have already gotten success. Like, I have written posts that have been proven to get more engagement, and they are taking those posts. However, they are not just using something cookie cutter. They take something that helps them save time and confusion, and they personalize it. They put their own spin on it. It's never like, hey, this is a trending thing. Let me try to jump in on the trend. Here's the trend. They say, this is my spin on the trend, or this is how I feel about this post, and this is my take on this situation. So they are learning from experts and adding their own sauce to it. So it is never a cookie cutter, oh, I've seen that before. It is always so 100% unique, because no one can be you. So they are being them, but instead of starting with a blank screen, they are getting help, and then they are adding themselves to it.
So there's a lot to unpack here. First of all, you're talking about using proven techniques. You are learning what is effective, and then you are incorporating that into your own style, so you're personalizing it. But you brought up another very interesting point, which I know
Yeah?
you're a big believer of, and that is putting yourself out there. It's being very authentic, and it's not doing anything that's cookie cutter, even though you're using it within the framework of something that might be successful in terms of perhaps how you structure a post or the types of things that you might include in a post. But you're talking about being very authentic,
Oh, yes.
and putting yourself out there on social media, letting people see who you are, not worrying about everything being perfect, but really letting them see you as a human being who's posting. And it's not just about looking perfect, and it's not about your business, it's about being yourself.
Yeah. So if you're wondering, what does that mean, or how do I figure out what like authentic thing do I put out there? How do I have the courage to put it out there? Watch last week's Rise and Shine, where we talked about that. How to figure out your authentic branded connector, which we call ABC, the thing that is authentically you. It is perfectly in alignment with your personal brand. When you put those together, it connects with people who can't wait to have more from you. And then once you figure that out, how do you have the courage? Sometimes it's scary to put that out there. So watch last week's show, and I believe it'll really help you. So that is the second trait that the successful shinepreneurs have in common. Heather says shine is the ice cream and you are the toppings. Oh, that is so beautiful. So shine gives you the ice cream, but if you don't put on those toppings that are uniquely yours, your unique toppings, then it's just vanilla ice cream like everyone else's, and it's not going to stand out. But you need the ice cream in order to add the toppings. I love that, Heather.
Very good point.
And I just want to get back to also, Tracy had said, she's consistent on her Facebook page and her group page, but Instagram is another ball game. Sometimes that's just a mindset. There are certain platforms that are more difficult for us because either we don't know it well enough and we're not comfortable there, or it could be that the culture it's not a fit for you and your audience. You don't have to do every platform. But if Instagram is one that you'd like to do more consistently, let's talk about it. Tracy is in the Shine Squad. We need to talk more with you and get you consistent. And we have templates for Instagram as well. So
I find that a lot of the content on social media could be easily repurposed on different platforms. You can repurpose your LinkedIn post on Facebook. You can truncate it, make it a great tweet. But Instagram, that requires more effort. It seems to me that it's not as easily translatable. It's a much more visual medium. So I could understand why you might be struggling there. But if you do change the mindset and you listen to Nika's guidance, I think you'll be able to find that it's going to be a lot easier to post on there.
Right, and we do have some mini courses on Instagram in the Shine Squad, so take a look at them, see if they help. I have learned some new things about what's coming out with Instagram, so we're going to have to do a whole show on that too, because new things are going to make you want to use Instagram slightly differently in the upcoming months. So that's pretty exciting. Did you want to guess now the third trait, the third common trait of shine successful entrepreneurs?
I was going to talk about the personalization, and the authenticity, but perhaps you have another one in mind.
Well, that I guess we did talk about a little, right? Okay, so then another one, and this actually happened, it came up again. I was so beautiful to see this. Yesterday, I hung out with a few friends, some of whom are clients or past clients, and one of the most successful ones, I was watching her coach someone else, and she gave some advice to a woman. The woman getting the advice, you saw her face light up and she said, "Oh my God, that just gave me tingles. That's my solution right there." Now, most entrepreneurs, when sharing their brilliance, would just love when their client appreciates and gets value from them, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, and I know that this woman who was giving the advice did appreciate it. And so most of us would then go, okay, I feel good. I'm good at what I do. But she did not stop there. She said, "What about what I just said? Why do you feel tingles? Like why do you love that so much?" She has always been the most curious person that I know. And I have seen that with the most successful clients that we have. They are always curious to learn more. So rather than ever being satisfied with, okay, I just got a success, my client is happy, she wanted to go deeper. It's just a beautiful example of the curiosity that is such a successful trait. Because if we just are happy, okay, we're getting results, we kind of level out. She wanted to go further. Like, what about that was so great? I assume because she wanted to know for herself, like, will this work with other people? Or was this very unique to you? Is this something that I could build on to make even bigger and better? She's always looking for the next thing. So curiosity is the third trait.
I think that it goes beyond curiosity. I think that it's also involved in reaching for excellence. So she found
Oh,
something
yeah.
that made a lot of sense and that seemed to work, and now she's trying to understand it a little bit more, perhaps so she can bottle it and help other people as well. She's perfecting her process. She's perfecting her service that she provides. So
So never
it's
being satisfied and always striving for excellence.
curiosity is part of it, but it's
Yeah.
also what are you curious about and why is this curiosity helping? And I think that's probably part of it.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to say it. So I saw it as curiosity, but it absolutely is her striving for, and I see this woman as excellent and achieving excellence, but there is never, you're done. Too many people feel like they've made it at some point and they stop trying. On the other hand, too many people think that they never make it. But if you are always in the journey of striving for excellence, you are on the great path. It is a journey. It is not something that you achieve and you're done. So always
Although you
knowing,
have.
except for me, which is why I'm here just, preaching to all of you from the mountaintop.
Now, may I offer one other trait that I think is in common with all the people who are in Shine, and I think that it contributes to part of their success?
Oh, yes.
May I?
Okay.
The the pursuit of professional development, the pursuit of betterment. All the people who are in the Shine 365 program are people who are looking to continuously improve, to learn new what's happening out there and to increase their skills, expand their knowledge, and to be able to then provide better services to their clients.
Yes, and that is one thing that I always, when I see all successful people, it is always continuing their professional development, like you said, and oftentimes it is investing money. It is always investing time and energy. But you cannot grow a business if you're not investing in your business. And you're right, the most successful entrepreneurs are looking for ways to grow, and they're looking, and it kind of almost combines all the things that I said. They're looking for someone or some system that has been proven to get results that they want, and they want to invest in that instead of trying to figure it out themselves, or that's such a waste of time. Someone has already done it. And curious and striving for excellence by investing in themselves and personalizing it by adding, so not just taking a system. Too many people over the last, when the internet came out and courses became a big thing, information products, people would say, here's the system. And too many people would say, okay, I'm just going to follow the system. Why isn't it working? Well, the system needs to be personalized for you. You need to add your own spin, your own take, your own personal branding. You need to talk to your audience, not the person who gave you the system's audience. You have to put yourself, your branding, your audience into what you take. And all of that combined and investing in yourself in profession and continually developing yourself professionally and personally. Win, 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 win.
Which is why membership in Nika's Shine program makes so much sense, because it helps you with that consistency. It helps you to continuously improve yourself. It helps you with your professional development. It also helps with your networking and being a part of a larger community with people whose goals are all very similar to your own.
Shall we talk about the Shine? We're
Sure.
here. Let's talk about what Shine 365 includes. We did talk about the templates so that, on around the 20th of the month, you get your templates for the whole next month, and you need to just fill in the blanks, personalize these templates, and you have a month of posts for yourself. So rather than wondering what to post, how to be consistent, how to put myself into it, it's given to you. That part is that overwhelm and confusion is just completely taken away. You no longer have that excuse.
This originally started as just that, a content creation club where Nika would send out these post templates, but then she started to add other components to it. What else is included?
We have a monthly masterclass. Every month, a new topic on professional development, how to grow, what are the newest things that are going on. This month we talked about Canva, how to create really cool professional looking graphics for your social media, for your ebooks, for your courses, for headers, for your web pages. By just having a tool that you can do yourself and look like a professional graphics designer. But that's just one,
What was last month's topic?
Oh my gosh, I think that was creating your signature system so that you become more of a thought leader in your industry.
What was the earlier one?
We did one on, oh my gosh, so many, on Instagram Reels, how to create Instagram Reels.
When people join the Shine Squad, do they have access to these earlier classes as well?
They do. The resource library that just came up, you have
Okay.
access to go back and, I need to know how, like I was just saying to Tracy, we have something on Instagram. Go into the hub, the vault, and look up that video.
Is it a hub or is it a vault?
Yes, it's a hub vault. It's a vault hub. It's a hub. I call it a hub. It's the hub. It's the resource library.
She calls me one of those names as well.
Oh yeah, you're my hubby.
Oh, I was thinking vault.
You're my vaulty.
In any case, the Q&A group coaching, what's that about?
Every month we get together, you come on and we talk. It's a group, but we could talk one-on-one. So if you have a question, you ask it and I answer it and we brainstorm together, and the group sends their energy and their brainstorming and their masterminding all around what you need help with.
Great. So is that everything in the Shine Squad?
I believe, but you always say that there's something that was missing, so I kind of wanted to
Did you
let
add?
you bring. No, now we have $252 a month for all of this, but there's something else that isn't even included in that I didn't write down. That is included. What is that?
Well, generally speaking, the thing that I think is the biggest value to joining the Shine Squad is that you have access to Nika. This is somebody who's been a pioneer in social media. What's it been, about 15 years now that you've been active on social media? Through digital marketing, through social media, she's seen it evolve. She's been on top of every single trend. She's very approachable. She's somebody who's very supportive. And she puts her heart and soul into her Shine Squad. So for people who want to have more connection with Nika, this is a perfect opportunity. You can see her on the Q&A calls. You can see her on the master classes. You see her on the on her weekly shows. And that's, I think, part of it as well.
Yes. And I don't charge $252 a month. It is all just $47.
Now, I assume you have to stay for how many years?
For one, you don't have to stay ever.
What?
You don't have to stay. You join, you love it, you stay as long as you want. If you hate it, which would be weird, what's there to hate? But if it isn't working for you at any point, you just say, I'm done, and you are out and don't pay again. And, oh, Heather, thank you. I like being the special sauce on top of your ice cream with all your sprinkles and toppings. So that is pretty awesome, yes. So here is shine-365.com and get all the information. Check it out. I am going to be offering a special next week. I might as well tell everyone right now, because I will throw this in. If you join before I launch this next week, you will get custom Canva templates on top of your written post templates.
For this 1 month.
For this month, yes. I will throw those in for you.
And the existing members are getting that?
Yeah, the existing members just got that, a free month of post templates.
Fantastic.
Post templates and graphic templates so that you can put graphics, photos with your post, or on Instagram. If you're struggling with what to post on Instagram, here are some templates for you. Change the color to match your branding, or change the picture to put a picture of you in it. It's a template for you for the whole month, and yeah. So it will work for you. It's been working really well for our members who are loving not just the templates, but the graphic templates, which is a recent addition. Let's see. I see what, at least you aren't the nuts. Oh, though we're nuts about you. Sometimes I'm the nuts. Sometimes I feel like a nut.
Sometimes I don't.
I usually do, though.
Almond Joy's got nuts.
Mounds don't because
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
sometimes you don't.
And with that, I think that's a great way to end your show.
Okay, it was such a pleasure chatting with all of you and my eye candy.
Her vault.
My vaulty. And yeah, until next Friday, don't forget to come back. Next Friday, we're here every Friday for Rise and Shine, noon Eastern. Until then, let's see. What do we like to say? We say,
Goodbye.
No. I'm calling it chemo brain, even though I'm going to use that for the rest of my life. I can't think of what I wanted to say. What I wanted to say is, oh my gosh, I can't even think of my closing. Tell me what it is. No, it is share joy. No, that's the second one. There's something wrong with my brain. Help me. Anyway, share joy and shine unapologetically. Why? Because the world needs more you. So we'll see you next Friday.
Bye bye.